together with my groupmates Miss Nicole Katubig and Miss Jacil Kailan. We are third-year students from St. Peter's College taking up Bachelor of Arts in English Language. For this activity, we were tasked to conduct an interview with a teacher about their experiences with MTB, MLE, or mother tongue-based multilingual education.
The purpose of this interview is to evaluate and understand teachers' perspective regarding the advantages and challenges of MTB MLE, as well as their insights on the Senate's decisions to discontinue this program under Republic Act 12027.
This interview is important because it will allow us to hear the voices of teachers who have first-hand experience in implementing MTB MLE inside the classroom. So their insight will help us understand how this policy truly affects both teaching and learning.
Now, let us proceed to our interview with Mom Nora G. Dato, a grade 3 teacher at Napamor Elementary School. Good morning, Ma'am. Thank you so much, Ma'am, for giving us the opportunity to interview you today, Ma'am. We are students from St. Peter's College taking a Bachelor of Arts in English Language for our subject LS 132. And we were tasked to conduct an interview about teachers' experiences with MTB, MLE, or mother tongue-based multilingual education. And the purpose of this interview, ma'am, is to gather your experiences, insights, and opinions about the MTB, MLE, especially now that the Senate has approved its discontinuation under the RA 12027. So, your perspective, ma'am, will help us evaluate this decision more deeply. So before we begin, ma'am, may we ask for your permission to record this interview and take a picture with you afterwards. This will only be used for academic purposes only. So, first, ma'am, is may we know your name?
I am Nora G. Dato, teaching in DepEd. I was employed since 2008. My first assignment was in Mainit, Iligan City. And I'm already in 17 years in service. 2 years in intermediate, grade 6, and 15 years in grade 1. So, just a few months na grade 3 na ko. So, my experience din sa kanang MTB, sometimes it's very tedious. Why? I have to, not all, kay mix man ang estudyante, na ay English speaker, dayon mostly mga Bisaya na, but still there are terms in the language of Bisaya Cebuano or Binisaya. Still, sometimes a term be used in the books medyo lalong. Example kanang dibuho, drawing the ito. Dibuho. Depende na kung, because I used to, because sa MTB kay, I used to read Bisaya sa una, Bisaya. So, I still makatch up din ako ang mga term. Pero sometimes, kanang, ang mga bata, dili sila ka sabot. So, although Cebuano nga Bisaya, but still the term used in the kuan book or sa ilang workbooks, laglum. So, there are kuan, so karon daghan mang YouTube babies, there are kuan mo na sila mga speakers, English speakers. Unya, kung magbinisay kag straight, maganga na sila. So, sometimes you could not get the kuan, the kanang imuhang instruction or some words na naa sa kuan. Although, the picture na ay picture, they could understand. Pero kung wala, kung mag-istorya lang ka sa ila, in Bisaya nga language or Cebuano, sometimes magwanga na. So, kuan kapo sa maestra because kalas iglaway. Ngano you have still to interpret or convert sa English na language. So, you could understand.
So, ano yung overall experiences sa MTV? So, another question, ma'am. From your observation, ma'am, what are the benefits of using the mother tongue in teaching? Can you give an example from your class, ma'am?
Sa kuan, there are some nga katong kung reader, kung dili pa sila reader, mas nindot kay ngano ma-introduce nimo ang words nga ilahang kanang because of the picture na may picture so they could understand. So ang uban nga dili nga sabtan kadira ang ito naging dibuho dayon sa pag sa ganitong color. Ang meaning sa color kay bulok. Ang color niya is sa Bisaya sa Buanog yun, bulok na, mga bulok sa kinabuhi, sa color sa light. Pero kung imong kuan ang bulok, meaning na may laing nga term sa bulok, ang bugo, bumbilya, sumuon na. So bulok o bulok, nga kuan, wala na magnganga na sila. Mauna siyang sa MTV.
Another ma'am question, how do parents and the community respond to MTV and did they support ma'am or resist ma'am?
Nag-support na sila because they cannot get away with it because it's part of the curriculum. Dili sila ganahan but they have to. So with the kuan, but some katong mga English teacher dito give by reason. Sometimes kapuyan na sila. In fact, na ako na-experience nga ako biga pa kuan na diri nga muskila diri sa kanang public school. Pero English speaker man siya because anak nga naay daghang MTV ibalhin din nila sa Lasal because ay ang subject dito mas okay man kung naa sa private school magsulti sila o mura dili pressure kaayo sa private school ang pagstorya sa Bisaya kinahanglan okay ra sa ila niya kay kung sa kadaghan sa estudyante sa public mo na nga ako yun ang maestra mo translate pa pagkahuman mauna mo yun na siya.
The Senate has approved the discontinuation of MTV-MLA under the RA 12027, ma'am. Kung sa man ang reaction of the ma'am or opinion about this decision?
It's okay. It's okay so that ang language na lang, duha na lang yun. But still, ang naagihapon, you still use in Tagalog, Binisay. Ang uban po, magtanga man po, still, Binisayon na gihapon na mo. But still, although duha na lang, ang official na kuan sa school, pero more gihapon ito, to get the attention or to let the pupils na makasabot yun. Still, we have to use the Bisaya, the Tagalog, and the English para makuan, masabtan in explanation. But in sa answer na, dili na pwede mag-Bisaya.
Next, ma'am. In your view, ma'am, will eliminating MTV-MLE have a positive or negative effect on students, ma'am?
On the part kayo, makuhaan man ang subject. So, burden na makaayo to ka na kay Bisaya. Ma-burden man gihapon. At least, ang subject na kuha na, so lesser na ang subject because it is one of the subject good. Niya, mara gihapon, mag-English ni, mag-Tagalog, kaya mo balik kasabot. Pero lang, ang nakakuha lang, wala na ang subject. But still, we are using the Cebuano nakuan to let the pupils understand this lesson nimo para makuha nila. Still using the Bisaya, the Tagalog, and the English. Kaya ang makuha. Masabtan yun.
Kami ma'am, if you will be given the chance, what is your recommendation to the government or DepEd ma'am to continue, revise, or totally remove na lang din ang MTB?
I-remove na lang yun kay para i-remove na siya, but still we are going to use that language kay aron masabtan ang mga bata. Masabtan dito sa bata ang buot ipasabot. Ora kabalog unsay akong ikuan nga mas i-lesson ang mga estudyante per classroom, dili kay i-crowded. Di mas kuan hard yun sila more the teachers kay ang class size it really matters when it comes to kanang sa kuan sa pag-manage sa mga bata, and knowing that karon ang mga bata is lack of discipline o dahil mga mama nga mga tribida nga gamay ko silang anak magsuko-suko dayon sila mismo wala ka disiplina sa ilang anak. Class, please listen. Uy, makusnutan, magsuko-suko. Pwede na dami kayo. They have to, ang discipline daw starts at home. So, dayon mga mama nga mga tribida, mo question nga ano ilang anak gamay grado. Not knowing nga ilang anak, dili mo perform, and if given the assignment, the task, ang mama mo i-answer, ang mama mo i-musulat. O so mo na makasapot. Sapot kaayo kanang mama may nganong 71. Hoy, ako na nang giinat ang 71. Para mo pasar 60 na nakapin. Wow na ang class size yun, it really matters. When it comes labi na ang lower, and it also must be kuan yun, i-implement yun na no read, no pass. Dili kay na. Kanang no read, no pass, mao yun na. Kaya nga no, okay lang sa first grade 1. Dapat hawiran yun na ayaw ipapasar sa grade 2. And ang pagka-grade 2, ilagya hapon itong i-refine. They have to kanang follow up sa trabaho sa grade 1. Kaya ang grade 1, because I have been in grade 1 for 15 years, kami sa grade 1, wad yun kaayo mi how to kanang magpabasa sa bata. Uy, here comes the grade 2. Dili man follow up kundi malimtan. Di pag-abot sa grade 3 kay grade 3 na ko, gisapot na ko kay ngano man. Nganong gipapasar man ni nga di man ni kabalo. O mo nang sapot kaayo. Kung no read, no pass. No problem ang homo. It should be homo ang kuan. Pero ang the rest gibahin jud. Pero ang uban abot lang. Ngano na I don't know na unsa na.
Nakagay mga
Pan strong kay ba? Isod kayo ba? Lagot kay like just recent lang. Na i-question ka nga no. Why? Na ako class record. Tanawa.
Hindi na. No, good mo.
Okay.
Lain mo sa topic mo. Sabi ma'am, how has MTB MLE affected students' reading, ilang comprehension, and participation in your class, ma'am?
Ang MTB,
Yes, ma'am.
ang uban it's makakuan din sa ilaha nga ang uban they could really understand. Pero katulad yung mga Tagalog o ang English maglisod din sila. Oo, so mas maayo mawala siya but the teacher have to use it again. Kay aron makuha yun ang lesson or what ipasabot nila. Then mauragi na siya. Ang subject lang, ayaw na lang nag-i-appeal ang subject. Kay kapoy yung tuon sa mga bata, dagan ng subject. Okay na lang MTB, still magamit man gihapon ang MTB sa maestra. Sa maestra, pero not as a subject. Ayaw na. Kay nga no, because daghan na kaayo ang language nga imong gi-introduce sa bata. Oo. Para duha na lang yun. Although, magamit man gihapon sa tuan kay naman tungod sa YouTube babies, mauna na siya.
And lastly, ma'am, is there anything else you would like to share about your experiences or insights regarding the MTB MLE?
So, Daghan na itong istorya sa Ilanon, mga kasuko, baboy.
So that ends our question, Ma'am Nora. So in behalf of my group, I would like to sincerely thank you, Ma'am, for your time and sharing your valuable insights. So your answers will greatly help us in understanding MTB, MLE, and evaluating the Senate's decision. Thank you so much, Ma'am.
Small appreciation.
Thank you.
Now that we have finished our interview, we were able to gather important insights about MTB MLE, especially its benefits, challenges, and how teachers truly experience it inside the classroom.
Through this interview, we also understood the different perspective on the Senate's decision to discontinue MTB MLE under RA 12027. So this activity has helped us see how language policies directly affect both teaching and learning.
Once again, on behalf of our group, I would like to sincerely thank our interviewee for sharing her valuable time and knowledge with us. This ends our video presentation. Thank you for watching.
Second